Guys, in today's video we are going to be making this bobble stitch baby blanket. It's a very quick and easy pattern to make up, and I really like the look of the bobble stitch and how it just kind of pops like this. And I am using Ogo yarn from Yarnspirations. It's tangle free and very easy to use. I'm also using an H hook from Furls. I really enjoy this hook as well. It's very easy on the wrists compared to smaller hooks. So let's go ahead and grab your yarn. This is a worsted yarn if you're not using the Ogo, and we will get started. Okay, so to get started, we're going to have to cut the wire here in between the ends of our yarn. So I would recommend using not your yarn scissors for that and just snip that off. Okay, and you can just pull that out, so you don't need that anymore. And then you'll just see that that one end is already coming unraveled. That's the end you're going to pull from, so you can just set that away from you a little bit, and then it just unravels as you go. So I am using a Furls hook, and this is an H hook for today's project, so you can grab your H hook and we can get going. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do for this pattern is make our chain. So I am making a baby blanket size. You're going to want to make a chain in multiples of 6. So for my blanket, for the baby blanket size, I am going to chain 132. So you can do a multiples of 6 in any size you want. You can make it smaller or bigger. So go ahead and make your chain again in a multiple of 6, and then we'll meet back once that chain is made. Alright, so after you have your chain made with multiples of 6, we're going to do one more chain for our turning chain. Okay, so after that, our first row is going to be all half double crochets. So you're going to start in that second chain from your hook. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that second chain. You're going to yarn over, pull your loop through. Okay, you have 3 loops on your hook now. And then you're just going to pull through the yarn through all 3, making a half double crochet. And for row 1, that's all you're doing. You're just going to put half double crochets in each stitch across. Okay, and that's what that starts to look like. So go ahead and make your half double crochets all the way across, and then I'll show you how to start row 2. Okay, so we have come to the end of row 1 of our half double crochet row, and this is what it should look like. If you're using the Ogo yarn, you'll see the color change there. So to finish off the row, you're going to want to chain 1, and then we're going to turn our piece over. Okay, so to start row 2, which will be our bobble stitch row, we are going to start with a single crochet in the first stitch. Okay, so make your single crochet, and then our next stitch will be a bobble stitch. So what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up your yarn, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, you've got 2 loops on your hook. You're going to do that until you have 6 loops on your hook. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull your yarn through, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now you have 3. Just keep doing that until you have 6 loops on your hook. Okay, we now have 6. So once you have your 6 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all of your loops. In your next stitch, you're just going to make another single crochet, and that kind of pops out that bobble there. Okay, so you're just going to repeat that pattern all the way across. So we're going to do another bobble in the next stitch. Okay, after that bobble, make your single crochet in the next stitch. So this is what that starts to look like once we have the bobbles going across. So go ahead and repeat that all the way across. You're going to do a bobble and then a single crochet, a bobble, a single crochet. You can go back and re-watch those instructions on how to make that bobble as many times as you need. So I will meet you back at the end of row 2. Alright, we are at the end of row 2 and we do have one stitch left that we're going to make a bobble stitch in, but we're going to make a smaller one for this last one. So you're going to go ahead, insert your hook, pull your loop up, and pull through the first 2. You're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so you should end up with 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then go ahead and chain 1, and then turn. So this is what your row 2 should look like at this point. So for row 3, we're just going to half double crochet across. So you're going to go in each bobble stitch and each single crochet that you made, and make your half double crochets all the way across for row 3. So go ahead and do that, and we will meet back and I will show you again how to start row 4, and then you're just going to repeat those all the way until you are finished with your blanket. Alright, so that is the end of row 3, and this is what your blanket pattern should look like so far. So remember to chain 1 at the end of every row. That's going to be the same for your bobble stitch rows and your half double crochet rows. So I'm just going to real quick show you again how to start the next row, our bobble stitch row, and then you just repeat those rows until you have the length that you want. So in your first stitch, make your single crochet. In the next stitch, make your bobble stitch. Okay, and then single crochet in that next stitch. So repeat that across. I'll meet you back at the end of this row and we'll go over that last stitch one more time, and then you can just repeat that until you have the size blanket that you want. Alright, so we have come to the end of our row, so we're going to go ahead and make that last bobble stitch. So go ahead and make your stitches until you have 4 loops on your hook. Okay, so we have our 4, so we're going to pull through all of those and then make our chain 1. And then again, you'll start your half double crochet row. So you're just going to repeat that until you have the length that you want. So half double crochet, bobble row, half double crochet, bobble row. Keep going. It's a very simple pattern. If you enjoyed learning this pattern with me, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I think the next blanket pattern that I'm going to show you is the chevron stitch, so you'll want to make sure that you don't miss that when that video comes out. Thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.